About the past of this room, it is said that there was a couple who ran a small factory living here. Because the husband runs away with his mistress, coupled with the increasing operating pressure of the sunset industry, the wife finally couldn't bear it. She took the rest of her family together and went to a dead end. After this abandoned house began to show strange things, including passers-by often hear inexplicable speeches from the empty house. I even saw 3 black figures on the second floor. Qingming was photographing the scene inside the house. Strange phenomena have appeared many times. After the camera leaves the bathroom, 2 knocks appeared in front of the blogger. Qingming thinks it is the sound of the wind. But do you agree? Detect magnetic field in the room where the murder site is located. The door in front of me suddenly closed. Is it wind? A netizen working in a coffee shop on Reddit. The day before, I heard an alarm in the store sounded. He returned to check but saw no abnormalities. To find out the situation, he began to check the surveillance. A black shadow rushed out from the lower left corner of the screen. The speed is so fast that people only see a bunch of residual shadows. 1,266. Although there is no need to worry about safety issues. But can you still concentrate on working in this store? A random video recorded for pet cats. Meg discovered the weirdness of it many years later. The ball rolled under the dressing cabinet while the orange cat was scratching. The orange cat is looking for a ball. An unknown black substance suddenly rushed out of the gap at the bottom of the cabinet. The quick-witted orange cat quickly avoids. According to Meg's description, the bottom drawer is pulled open, so it looks like there is a large gap from the floor. But in fact, the space at the bottom of the cabinet cannot accommodate any animals. Before and after the black shadow appears, you can vaguely hear the whispers of getting out of here in the video. It seems that the devil wants to monopolize this toy ball. This video was taken on Chase Avenue in Dudley, Connecticut. After multiple witnesses of a terrible shadow figure in the woods behind the residence, the owner prepared a video recorder and wanted to take it down. Sure enough, on June 17, 2006, this evil, ghostly object appears again and was photographed while shuttled through thick bushes. No one in town knows what it might be, but there have been many murders in these woods for hundreds of years. This video was submitted to the Institute of Parapsychology. After strict expert inspection, it was found to be unexplainable. Many people saw similar shadows in the woods of that area. The mystery is still unsolved. Thavira was going out with her friends at the door that night. After chatting, I was suddenly scared to scatter. What did they see? Another angle of lens display. A motorcycle is coming across the street. However, when the car didn't stop, there is a blurred shadow that moves quickly from almost the same position to the edge of the picture. If you insist on blurring the lens, it will cause all this. So what are Thavira and her friends' panic? A shop owner is investigating the history of surveillance. I saw this weird video. That night, employees take care of everything in the store, turn off the lights, and leave. The employee said he checked and confirmed that he was the only one left in the store, because the video was shot the next day without losing money. So the owner believes that the figure captured by the camera is likely to be a ghost. Letchworth Village Mental Hospital in Rockland County, New York has been notorious for being haunted. Many patients have suffered neglect and abuse. It leads to accumulating strong negative energy here. Rose and Maria, the supernatural popcorn team, were already feeling overwhelming sadness and fear when they stood outside the building. The videos they shot were even more shocking. A tall figure that appeared out of thin air walked by the room in the distance. Just a few seconds later, the lens pans back to the same area. It enters the screen again, but Ross and others did not find out. Will the dark shadow appear as a ghost? When a homeowner is out, ensure pet's condition through home monitoring. I saw this scene. The pet dog's abnormal behavior made the homeowner confused. Why does it bark at the air? But soon the hanging painting on the wall fell off strangely. Everything has become clear, but I will feel panic when I live in the house in the future. Navarro lives alone in an apartment in New York. Due to maintenance this day, the apartment has a short power outage. Navarro encountered something unprecedented. Turn it off, but I swear. Damn, okay, this door. Jesus has always been like this. Really all day? It looks terrible. Oh my god. Oh. Wait, I'm going out. Wait, no lights. Oh, I turn on the flash. Because I can't see the shape outside. I have my maze. I swear. Look at Jesus. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, this door always moves because of the wind. And not really. Worry about that. If I knew it was sleeping in the dark. The front door is obviously pushed. Through the cat-eyed Navarro, I found something moving outside the door. She grabbed the anti-wolf spray and opened the door. But the corridor was pitch black and there was no movement. But Navarro intends to return to the house. Breathing and whispering sounds came from beside me. She was so scared that she ran away and hid in the house. The boy and several friends stayed in an abandoned national prison for 6 hours. Their ability to come in was entirely due to the boy's father and administrator relationship. They're basically playing in prison. I didn't even want to photograph ghosts. The only thrilling clip was discovered while editing the video. When the boy passes through the door of the cell, a terrifying ghost face appeared on the glass. Is it possible that the dead who died in prison has not left yet? "33 when a Russian man drove past the accident scene. Captured something horrible. A woman lying next to the damaged vehicle. In addition, there is a black figure standing next to her. The pale face forms a clear contrast with the woman. Many netizens speculated that it was this mysterious figure that caused the car accident. A shop owner rented this haunted shop. No matter when, there are always strange things happening in the store. One night, when you were ready to get off work, the owner forgot to get the car key. A strange thing happened again. Okay guys, we were about to leave my store when it suddenly started to flash again. This is the second time this happened. My car was shaking over there. Her key was in the bag. We needed to get my key. The light was turned on. I don't want to go, okay. I'm going to record the whole thing so you can see what's going on. I'm really scared. Okay, there is something to do. cold lights are also shells. But why do you see the floor? We don't stay with the table, just like you put them on the table. Oh my god, this is crazy. All the lights are flashing. It seems that the power system in the store has failed. Then a cup fell to the ground. The two of them were nervous and rushed to the office. Okay guys, we've been sitting in the back for about 20 minutes. We just had the camera and things were still flashing, but nothing happened here. We need to go back. This is so scary. It's been 50 minutes since we were gone. We closed at 10, so we needed to like it, because all the light switches are here. Stop it. Go. Okay. Go. Okay, that's what I mean. This room is over. God. This is... Oh my God. That's what we're dealing with. Oh my God. What? It is so. NAS, so, did you do this on purpose? Are you? Haunted store. Oh no. Haunted store. We really watched it for 2 seconds, and it was like, what? After getting the key, the two were about to leave. A woman feels an object flying across her face in the darkness. They started running away again. After coming outside the store, the two saw the chandeliers on the front desk. Haunted store. It's still shaking. Facing these supernatural phenomena, the photographer shows more surprise and fun. Maybe that's one of the reasons why it didn't move out. Hey. Mexico City woman Jessica. One night, when I took the subway home, screams heard in the car. She immediately recorded her experience on her phone. Jessica exclusively owns the entire car. The screams did not disappear after the train started. There was even a sound of window being slapped. Jessica, who is unknown, is extremely afraid of this. But the truth is right in front of you. Reflection through the glass window. You can see another long-haired woman sitting next to Jessica with her head down. But she and Jessica are not in the same world. My daughter told me many times that the doll in front of me would move by itself. The mother decided to follow up. So I took this trip to photograph my daughter's stick, because since we moved into this house and started the renovation process, we have noticed a lot of strange things, especially. This doll, my daughter has come to me many times. She said it was moving, and Mom was moving on the floor. Once, that's why I started listening to her, and I could swear, once I walked into the room, it moved. It'll look up close to the doll's actual appearance. It's a little old. We don't have anything really precious or special, but it just feels like that. I just sat on my dizzy steps and recorded it. There is something she has done for us. I just sat here to watch her for a while. I don't know if this is true, but the specialty sister is all cold here ball. Maybe she's shy or something. Okay, have you seen it? Instead, the chair just moved. Maybe I don't know that. Wait, what is the chair moving? Are you talking about this? This is some weird run. How? That. What? Video at the end of the video, the chair begins to shake. The footpad automatically pops up, but this is somewhat different from what her daughter said about moving the doll herself. Is it because someone is hiding behind a chair and making a prank? Netizen's wife checks the dog's condition through surveillance camera. As a result, everything on the screen made her spine feel cold. The pet in the cage suddenly barked at the air like crazy. But something strange. There is no weirdness in the picture. Some opinions point out the dog before doing abnormal behavior. The monitoring device seems to record the man's roar. But the blogger firmly believes that there is no one at home. Is it the cry from hell that caused intense anxiety among dogs? Shani has experienced some supernatural events at home recently. So she decided to set up fixed shots to capture the evidence.
捕捉到了灵异画面。
The situation is getting worse. It's no longer as simple as objects being moved. Shani's pet dog was murdered. The two dogs were very upset, barking in the air. Then the black dog in the cage was pulled by the collar and pulled it hard. They were so scared that they became timid in an instant. A YouTuber lives in a haunted house. This time he decided to test the ghost moving items. I've basically spent the last one, and I know we're doing some testing, which is basic. You can place items on the floor, then call exist and ask it to move items. Okay, now for skeptics, they'll try and keep it in front of the camera, and the person who does this is not me. Inaccurate. Okay, I understand. After a blue apple was put on the ground, before the man could ask, there's already movement in the picture. In another video, the test time was chosen at night. The candle is basically the box here. Okay, if there is anything here, please help me move the candle. The candle is placed on the ground. The man started to communicate with the spirit again. However, this time it was not going well. The lens did not capture any abnormalities, so the remote control was dragged to do the test. Strange. No more work? Okay. I drove this away, too, but I'll try without leaving any additional conditions. This time is the same as the first time. Not finished speaking. The other party took action. Is it the candle's fault? Some netizens may suspect that the moving items have fishing lines tied to the items. If so, then the following video is hard to explain. This time, the man decided to sprinkle flour at the door, intent to make the invisible power appear. From the changes in flour, something seems to be floating across it. It should be the guy who moves things. The noise from the attic in the middle of the night frightened the woman. My boyfriend was ready to check the situation after he learned it. At first they thought it was a small animal and ran up. Strangely, after the man came to the attic, the intermittent loud noise disappeared completely. Maybe the original monster left or was hiding. The man searched all corners in every direction and found nothing. Just as the man came down from the attic, the camera finally captured the mysterious existence. A pair of glowing eyes peeking at the two of them in the dark. But soon it disappeared into the darkness. From the screen display, the monster in the attic has a human shape. It can basically rule out the possibility of being a small animal. But this way, it seems harder to explain what that creature is. A tall, human-shaped black shadow stood silently in the corner. When the man reacted, it actually knows to hide. But this is useless. The camera saves everything. Nady and his friend successfully captured the supernatural image while driving at night. The white van is driving at a very fast speed. A transparent figure suddenly emerged from the front of the car and moved towards the side of the road. It disappeared into the darkness soon. Nady was so scared that he screamed with his friends. Do you think they have seen ghosts? (9:44) When hiking the forest, Martin found several sika deer. He took the video with his camera. This action captured the mysterious white shadow in the distance. The deer didn't seem to notice something creepy around him. A ball of white mist moves slowly in the sun. Then what exactly is it? The soul of the dead is still the guardian spirit of this forest. General Alarm Hotline Interlacer. Malambarkia drove to a warehouse at night to wait. Unconsciously, the paranormal phenomenon is silently staged. Alarm motion in Telpias. Barkia's friend wants to check whether his friend has reached it through the monitor. As a result, I accidentally discovered a mysterious figure in the warehouse. Through the window, you can see the figure wearing a white robe. A little transparent. Barkia knows that the warehouse has been closed at this time. In addition to being a night commuter, there should be no one else. Therefore, he was very suspicious that the white figure captured by the camera was a ghost. Four young men ran into a tunnel for adventure in the middle of the night. As a result, I was scared to death by the sudden outbreak of creatures. I suspected that I heard the movement from deep. Everyone stopped to confirm. Suddenly, a figure rushed in front of him and raised his hand to attack. Since they didn't post more videos, therefore, it is impossible to determine whether the black shadow is a human being. Ashley recently encountered an amazing scene in the office. Although colleagues have long rumored that there was something wrong with her work location. But in fact, she just thought it was a rumor. After all, I've never encountered it. Until this day. A loud noise behind her made her jump from the chair in a hurry. What happened? The iron cabinet behind him seemed to have been cast as a curse, with a loud unlocking sound. The cabinet door was opened one after another. Even a man is not lucky enough to be free. Ashley was shocked to see such a strange scene. However, some netizens wondered whether these iron cabinets were loaded with remote unlocking parts. Chris experienced a supernatural event at home for about a year. He installed a camera to record it. The object in the kitchen seems to be sliding down by itself. But the situation of another video cannot be generalized at all. The object leans toward one side before falling to the ground. It can fully indicate that it must have been affected by external forces. Factory maintenance worker working on the roof. He found something seemed to be moving at the top of a tree. So try to use the zoom of the phone lens to see clearly what it is. A woman in a robe Since returning from hospitalization, the mother of the child noticed something was wrong. When in the hospital, the child suddenly woke up one night. Looking around, there seems to be something invisible around. At that time, she thought it might be because the child was in poor health and could not sleep. So let him. However, after he recovered and was discharged from the hospital, this phenomenon continues, and it seems to be more serious. Sitting on the bed with dull eyes. Then he started shaking his head. Looks very weird. The child's mother was very worried after seeing the surveillance video. She doubted whether she was in the hospital. Some spirits entangled him. Indian netizen India was driving at night. Meet a terrifying woman on the roadside. A female figure wearing traditional Indian ethnic costume sari, standing by the street with your head down late at night. It looks very gloomy. Maybe it's because of curiosity. Maybe the head is hard. And Jia chooses to move forward. But in the end, I was scared. Watching the wheelchair roll off the steps like this also changed direction. Do you think it would be a coincidence? If you're not sure, then you must look at the next paragraph. Until the white sedan leaves. No one still claims the wheelchair. Sudden. It actually started to move. Do you want to return to your original position? Two drunk women ran to the road in the middle of the night to let themselves go. Because it is remote. There is not even a ghost on the road. Like we walked forward in a daze. Suddenly someone felt in the dark road not far away from them. There seems to be something moving. Two people stayed on foot, looking ahead nervously. They really expected it. A tall figure slowly walked out of the darkness. When it's about to be seen clearly, it seems to be accelerating the attack on the two women. Adrenaline surge drives these two drunk women to run wildly. Supernatural adventure blogger Dave often conducts supernatural surveys across the UK. The night taken at the Church of St. Mary. The ghost passing by in front of him was perfectly ignored by Dave. This is Jasmine Dean's old banqueting hall. Bend over. Part of it bent down behind. Cameras are everywhere. After being reminded by netizens, Dave discovered a black figure walked slowly through the window on the second floor. Recently, Sue Lon found herself very tired after getting up. Sometimes it even feels sore. But she did not do intense exercise during the day, including before going to bed. This made her feel very bizarre. So Sue Lon started to investigate the surveillance video. Watching the weird movements you made, Sue Lon has no impression. She didn't doubt whether she was possessed, or there's a ghost in the room controlling her body. But in the end, the doctor's diagnosis. The reason is attributed to sleep paralysis. Should Sue Lon be happy or sad when she heard this news? Warehouse Administrator Baru saw some weird scenes when checking the surveillance history. Get off work time has passed. The camera prompts people who are active. A translucent shadow emerges out of thin air from the clearing ground, passing in front of two forklifts. Baru said he was very sure that this was a ghost, because the same day, 10 years ago, an employee died in the warehouse. Ghost Hunter investigation team was invited. 09 February comes to a normal office building to verify supernatural phenomena and filmed this confusing video. In addition to abnormal activities of office chairs, the most puzzling thing is still to come. What does this drawer want to express in and out? New Zealand man Alvin shared a surveillance footage taken at a funeral. He thinks this is the real supernatural phenomenon. A small white mist that appeared without warning flew across the roof. Alvin believes it is the soul of the dead at the funeral. Previously, and introduced the strange experience of Bailey, a convenience store employee, including hearing strange sounds in the warehouse and even seeing mysterious black shadows. Recently, he discovered some things about the ghosts and ghosts while on night shift. Hey guys, look! I heard the sound again. We all heard it, right? Oh man, I was frightened. Hello. Oh no. It sounds like it's really in my ear, man. Look, there is no one here. No one here. Oh my god, man. It sounds like something is behind me. Hello. Okay, I've had enough. You need to leave. Oh my guy, did you hear it? Did you hear it? I didn't trip. It made Bailey feel very nervous. It is the vague whispering sounds around you. Have you found out? Kate shared a video of a cabin in a forest in Manitoba, Canada. Netizens photographed the existence of elves on a tree in the woods of Miami. This is the location. No, come back. See why they peek like this? Peep. Okay, listen, let me know. Most people believe this video is synthesized. However, if this kind of tree spirit really exists, in the future, You don't have to be curious if you see someone talking to a tree hole.